What's up, guys? My name is Justin. Welcome back to the channel. Today we are back on NBA Live 08 for my casual Dynasty mode. On to our fourth year, the 2010-2011 NBA season. Coming off of our three-peat championship last time out, beating the Detroit Pistons, I believe 4 games to 2. Another great closeout game at home. Another great performance by Jay Kriz and the rest of the Trailblazers. But today we are embarking on our final run through free agency, re-signing players, to draft, everything else, and we are going to, gotta get the mouse out of there, I remember right away this time. We're going to see if we can do the unthinkable and four-peat here in the NBA, which is obviously exceptionally hard to do. It hasn't been done in like 60 years, since the Celtics of the, 50s, 60s, whatever, the dominant Celtics. Anyways, so we're going to see if we can do that. No team has four-peated in the modern era, if you want to think of it that way. A couple three-peats have happened. A couple dynasties have happened that weren't three-peats, with like the Golden State Warriors and other teams that were great for a long period of time but never won three in a row. But we're going to see if we can do it today, four-peat. So we have the draft lottery is coming up right away. We've been through this a couple times now. Then we have scouting, re-signing our own players, which I'm sure we're going to have no freaking money because we never do for some reason. But thankfully, Giannis Antetokounmpo, Jay Kriz are both under contract. So we'll see who we have to re-sign. Then we have the draft and then free agency. So we'll jump right into the draft lottery. Again, we're going to be picking 30th. It's almost irrelevant. I don't know why I bothered to do this because we finished first, obviously, being the NBA champions. So looks like Indiana, the Pacers, have the number one pick, best odds. See where they end up. They're going to actually get the first pick, so that's cool. We end up with, of course, the 30th pick, so we're picking last, which is fine. Doesn't really matter. I don't really get the point of scouting, honestly, so we'll just skip all that, whatever. Don't really care. All right, let's see who our free agents are today. Aldridge is important to get back, and then we have some bench play. Ooh, Roy's actually really important to get back. We need that. We have $24 million of cap room, which is actually not that bad, but I don't know if we're going to be able to re-sign Aldridge, but we definitely got to get Brandon Roy back. He's a starter. Let's see if we can do a 6-year. What's he looking for? 5 years. Okay, so we won't even bother with the 6 years then. We might have room to get back both those guys, actually, now that I see. Whatever, we'll just try to sign him for this much. We will try to sign Aldridge as well. Do we even want to sign Aldridge, or do we want to just, what we should do? We should just sign Taft. And, what is this, his desired salary? We should just try to sign Taft and Castro and see if we can get them to come through. Preferred amount, again, he wants about that much, so whatever. 1 year is fine, whatever, it doesn't matter. And how much does Fidel Castro want? He's going to want the vet min, considering he hasn't done anything. Preferred amount 461. We'll offer him 427. See what happens. Again, I'm not sure we'll be able to afford to re-sign Aldridge, but we'll see. On the day number 3 of free agency, we did re-sign Brandon Roy. He came back immediately, so that's good. So now we know we have 13 million in the cap room here. We don't really want to sign these guys to big deals. I guess I can't really offer them anymore, which is kind of dumb unless I offer them the mid-level exemptions. Excuse me. Exception? Is it exception? I can't English today. 5 million is excessive. That's going to be our whole cap, re-sign those two guys, but we really need them back, honestly. I mean, I'd love to take these guys back and get them to sign back on like a 1-year deal, but I can't really do that. We'll offer the 2 years just to see if they like the dollar amount better for 2 years, which would make sense, but I know they both want 1-year contracts, but to make their average value that they want work, we're going to have to offer them 2 years. So simulate a couple more days, see if we can get those two guys to sign back. Well, one did, so that's good at least. We still got 13 million, so that was Castor that came back. Hey, Taft, buddy, I'm going to need you to sign that. Oh, we don't need that much. Holy shit. Oh, I don't want a standard contract either. I want, like, the mid-level. I'm sorry, man. Wait, so now he wants $5 million? All right. Oh, that's because I offered him the mid. I'm sorry. I'm stupid today, apparently. I know you just want the 1-year dude, but whatever. Let's see if we can get Aldridge back. I don't know. We have enough roster space. I know he wants the 5 years, but preferred amount, whatever. We'll see if he'll come back for what he wants. If not, we'll just move on. I'd like to get Taft back, though. That would be a key re-signing. Looks like Aldridge should come back. You're there. Well, he can't sign with anybody else, right? We didn't waive anybody. I'd love to offer you more contract, man. We have $3 million. I'm sorry. You're gonna either take what we got here or you're done. So I don't know what I can do about it. I mean, I'm sorry. You need to re-sign for the min. I tried to offer you the 2 years so you can make more money, but if you don't want to sign that, I can't really help you. So we'll just simulate to the end here, see if he'll sign, and then be on our way, I guess. Can't really do anything about it. Nope, not having it. All right, sorry, Chris Taft. Ryan, I know it's one of your favorite players. Sorry, tough. Whatever. All right, NBA draft time. We got to draft some people. We'll skip all the CPU picks. Our team starting small forwards below average. Outside shooting can be improved. None of this really matters that much, but lacks understanding, can jump out the gym, known for being lazy. Shoots the ball well. That's actually what we want. Bad shot blocker, needs to bulk up. I guess we'll take this Rubio guy here. He's an F, apparently. Sorry, buddy. I did my best. We'll see what we take in the second round at the end of the draft. Mr. Irrelevant here. My grandmother's quicker than he is. Damn. Apparently he's an injury-prone guy, but whatever. Stamina, solid jump shot, whatever. Lightning quick first step, unlikely to score in the paint. Lacks foot speed. Getting out in transition. So he's a good shooter. No, he's just got a quick first step. Will not get a lot of blocks. Consistent shooter. Solid jump shot. I mean, injuries are relevant, so I guess we'll take this guy. He's a C at least, so I mean, whatever. Whatever, I don't know anymore. Not that it really matters. Not the end of the world anyways, so. Let's see who our free... Can I look at our roster actually first? Let's see what we got. We got Giannis Antetokounmpo back. We got Brandon Roy. We got Jay Chris. So our starting five is intact from last year. We got Aldridge back off the bench, which is key. Then we got Cruz, Bender. Rubio's a 67. Faquette? Whatever. He's a 66. So our bench seems to be okay. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 bench players that we're not going to use, of course. We're really deep at small forward because Vega, I guess, is just not good enough. But we just drafted 2 small forwards after I think we took at least 1 last year. But no matter, it's whatever. So Jay Chris all the way up to the prime age of 12, which will never not be funny, but it's fine. So our starting five's intact, and we got Aldridge coming off the bench as our 6th man. If we need to replace Odin in the game or something like that, so that's fine. Vega's going to have to just hold on and be all right, and I guess whatever, it's fine. So yeah, we're good. We'll see if we can sign some free agents if there's anybody interesting that's cheap. Not that we really care too much. Can we sort by overall? Is anybody... Oh, Ray Allen's available, but he's going to ask a bunch of money, of course. He's 35, but he's a sharpshooter, obviously. Josh McRoberts getting more interest from a lot of teams. He didn't get any better this last year, though. I guess he kind of sat on the bench. Did he ever get signed by anybody last year? We only have $2 million in cap room, but at least we're in the positive. Lamar Odom wants $75 million, which is absurd. Channing Frye still on the sidelines, I guess. I don't know if he played last year. Ben Wallace is available. But again, now that we're in kind of the 30s here, the 80s, Stevie Franchise still out there. Ben Gordon, don't think he played last year any. Mike Bibby's available, but he's getting old, 50 mil. Like, these are ridiculous salaries for guys this old who aren't, that good. But I mean, hell, if we could snipe Ray Allen, I know we only have $2 million of cap room, but I'm willing to try, man. Let's see if we can go up in the bird rights or whatever. So I don't know how that works. Obviously, we're going to be exceeding. I don't know how that works, but it's whatever. We'll see. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work. But that'd be a great pickup for Ray Allen, but whatever. Did somebody else sign him? Don't know, but he's not on our team. That's all all that really matters. Why is the salary cap so damn low on this game? I don't understand. All right, well, is Ray Allen still out there? Yeah, apparently he is, but he's not interested in us anymore. So whatever, we'll just simulate. We don't need any more players. It's fine. We're good. It's fine. I don't think we've signed a single free agent. We've got all our people from the draft and the people that we had to start. We haven't signed a single free agent because every single freaking team is over the cap for some dumb reason. That makes no sense. I don't get it, but it's fine. Whatever. Trade players. I don't think we need to trade anybody, really, do we? We got our guys. We got our nice 6-man in Aldridge, and we got some bench players that hopefully aren't total shit, but whatever. We got 11 guys. That's plenty, right? I don't know how many you need in real life, but we got 11. You can't trade picks at this point, so We should really trade our first round pick or picks both for a shooter. That would be a good trade. Just because we don't need our draft picks because we're not drafting anymore. We're trying to get the 4-peat. So maybe we should do that. Maybe we should trade for a sharpshooter off the bench. I don't know who it would be, but somebody. Do we need any staff? That's the question. Do we have an assistant? No, all of our contracts are done for our assistants and stuff. That's not good. All right. Scout. I guess our scouts are relevant too because we're not going to be doing any more drafting. So that's the question. Now, what do we do? Injuries don't exist. So we might as well get some shitty guy that's really cheap and save some money here. 93K. I mean, like, this is a good salary. Don't get me wrong. This is Cobbins and Cano. Like, 93 grand's a crazy salary. Don't get me wrong. But to, like, essentially, like, rub your hands all over dudes, like, whatever. How can we not have that much budget? Oh, because we don't have any people. All right, whatever. It's fine. 3 million is how much we have. Whatever, 2 years, it's fine. So trainer's irrelevant. Scout is irrelevant because we're not drafting anybody. So we're going to be able to get some great assistants for the first time, which would be nice. This guy's a D. He's 58. A Matty S, whatever. It's fine. Go ahead and join the team here, buddy. So assistant head coach. Now we can get some really good head coaches if we want. I don't know what that does for us, but I mean, hell, we might as well. Why not, right? So we got 2.7 million to go. This guy's 1.5 million. Why would you want to join the three-time champ here? Three-time champs. So we got a lot of guys that are good at B. We don't need guard play. We need rebounding. I mean, we need big men too, but we need rebounding. That's our key right now. Cabrera, my buddy. Welcome to the squad, question mark. All right, see if they sign and re-sign for that. That would be some nice pickups. Did we get any of the guys that we were trying to get? We did not get a assistant. That's not good, as we missed out on some of the good ones. We already have a trainer, so we got the guy that was $5,000. We already have a scout. And we already have our assistant coach. So the only guy we missed out on was our top assistant, which is fine. But now we just got to pick from these other guys that are, you know, whatever. This guy's 654K, but he's a B minus, so I guess that's not the end of the world. Might as well offer him a little bit more, honestly. But come on in here, buddy. Can we get another assistant, though? That's the question. Sure, whatever. How many assistants? So can you only have one assistant? Is that how this works then? I don't know how any of this works. Again, scout's irrelevant. We're not drafting anymore. We don't need another trainer. We don't need another scout. And you can only have one assistant head coach. So let's try to get another assistant. Why not? Like, what the hell? Carlos Pena. Let's go. How much money do we have? 507K. Sure, I don't know what he wants, but let's just offer him that. I guess he wants a little more than that, but he's going to have to take a little bit of a pay cut if he wants to join our squad. But we'll see if he does. Obviously not, because he's still there. So, whatever. It's fine. All right, we're on to this. Whatever. We're through the end of the off season. It's irrelevant. Whatever. It's fine. Not sure if we'll play a game today. We'll just have to go pick a game towards the season. What did I do here? Oh, it's player evolution. That's kind of cool. How much better did my guy get? Not that it really matters. Did he get a lot better? I mean, what was he before? All right, so he hasn't changed anything at all. Literally hasn't changed at all. Why are you telling me this? All right, Fidel Castro, who's not actually Fidel. Let's see how he's gotten over the offseason, see if he's any better. I mean, he went up 4 points of overall. He's a better shooter now. 82 field goal, 78 3-point. His free throw was 27, and now it's 33, and he can dunk like that? What the hell? I mean, hey, whatever. All right, it's fine. Aldridge, I know that you're coming off the bench, buddy. Probably pissed because at this point he was like a star center with Odin going down, obviously. He hasn't grown any, funnily enough. He went up to an 83. His three-pointer went from 5 to 8. That's incredible. Inside scoring is pretty good, though. Poor guy's just getting no minutes, but Brandon Roy's our starting too. We need one more good year without you getting killed here, buddy. I know you're made of paper, but we need you to come through for us. outside stopper. So he got defensive gains or whatever. He got better at defending, I guess, which is good. He went to an 88 overall, which is awesome. 97 field goal, huge jump in field goal, a little bit of a jump in three-pointers. So yeah, he's obviously a solid player, so whatever. All right, I guess that's that. And we'll go on to, what do we got, like training camp first before the regular season starts? Yeah, training camp. All right, enter training camp. What do we want to focus on? Apparently our athleticism, which has been an F the last couple of years, is now an A. I think our offense is probably good. We're going to need to play some defense, so we'll go 45-55. If our athleticism is already A, then we're good. Like we got these good assistants now. Now that we don't care about scouting or training because you can't get injured, we got these great assistants. See if we can get any better. Maybe we'll have an even better year. We open up against the Bucks on the road, which is fine. You know what I want to do? I want to simulate through, and we'll play the three-point contest since I absolutely screwed that last time. We'll simulate up to here. We'll play the three-point contest, see if I can be a little less shit, and then we'll see what happens. I don't even know if we're going to have a guy in the three-point contest. I would hope that we would with our shooting prowess, but we start the year with a win against Milwaukee on the road. That's a great start, obviously. Cleveland Cavaliers won their first game, and we're going to beat them pretty handily, it looks like, which is great. 2-0 is always a good start. And New Jersey put up a good fight in the first quarter, but our second quarter killed them, and we win by 17. Yeah. All right. Good start, 4-0. Rockets 2-1, who we met last year. Was it last year we met in the conference finals? I can't remember, but we beat them. Great start. We're cruising along nicely. Spurs. Looks like we're going to beat them pretty handily, which is great. All right. Play Spurs again, also on the road. And lose by a one with a fourth quarter collapse. All right, so we're 6-1, but the Spurs aren't that good. But just again, fourth quarter collapse. It's fine. Apparently, we didn't work on our defense enough, so it's fine. Up by 3 going to the fourth. Great fourth quarter. We beat the Timberwolves. They're actually pretty good. They were 5-1 going in. So yeah, again, if we can just kind of win 70 games, that'll be like the best 4-year stretch for any NBA team ever, pretty much. I don't remember exactly what the Warriors' 4-year stretch was. Their fourth year wasn't particularly great, but we win by 5 against Boston at home in OT. It's good. Cavs again, this time at home, our gym, which is good. Down by 3 at the half, though. Down by 1 going to the fourth. Great fourth quarter to win that one. Put them back to 4-7. I'm not even sure if like Kobe or LeBron have made the playoffs yet. I actually don't even know if they're still on their original teams, to be honest with you. I haven't kept track of free agency and the rosters, but we'll see. Again, we'll see at the trade deadline who needs what. See if we can pick up a shooter at the trade deadline. That would be a nice addition. But we'll worry about that another time. Maybe we'll worry about it before the 3-point break, but not concerned. Someone that's obviously not a ton of salary because we don't have a ton to give, but if we can trade some picks, that would be good. We're going to beat Dallas, so we're 12-1. We just have that single 1-point loss to the Spurs, which is kind of stinging now, but Memphis is not great, but obviously they're hanging in. Lead us by 2 going into the fourth. We lose another game by 1. We lose a lot of games by 1 in this playthrough. I just noticed that. Like, we lose 3 or 4 games a year by 1 point. It's like, come on, guys, let's just get a stop at the end and get a bucket. We have the 2 best players in the world, arguably. We can't beat anybody at the end, so. Oh, we just got thrashed there by Minnesota. That's back-to-back losses. Minnesota was under 500 too. Lakers, who may or may not have Kobe, at least they're above 500 at this point. They have struggled a lot this playthrough, but we're gonna hand it to them pretty good there. 18-point win. Get back in the win column. 13-3. Again, I think the All-Star break is in like January or February, and we'll just kind of go through there, try to make a trade, and then we'll do a 3-point contest and call this a day. And then yeah, next time out we'll push our way towards the playoffs. So yeah, only 2 more episodes after today. It's kind of bittersweet. Oh my God, we're getting thrashed by Sacramento. Yeah, just crushed. I mean, we came back okay, but not a great couple weeks here. But yeah, it's been great to do this playthrough. I hope you're enjoying it. Again, super casual, super chill, not taking this seriously at all, which is have been a lot of fun. Like I enjoyed playing this. I've enjoyed just getting through and messing around with it. So I hope you've enjoyed as well. Hopefully Ryan's proud and this has done the Trailblazers proud. Second OT game of the year, and we win this one against the Timberwolves. Go to play the Grizzlies, who are actually pretty good. Great second quarter from us, and a good win there. So yeah, that's going to be the plan. We're going to have the early rounds of the playoffs, and hopefully 2 weeks from now we'll have the NBA Finals, and hopefully if we make it, we'll win our fourth title. So that would be great. But we'll deal with that when we get there. For now, we got to get through this regular season, and get through today. So yeah, hope you enjoyed it. I already have figured out what we're going to play on Sundays after this. I wanted to kind of fill something else in since I've got this time slot rocking, and it gives me something nice to look back on Sundays. So I got a plan in mind for what's going to come after this on Sundays. So we will have a plan up for that you'll see. Great comeback after a terrible fourth quarter to beat the Bobcats there. That was awesome. Wizards, who snuck into the playoffs as I think a 7 seed last season and made some noise, but we crushed them by 25. 38-13 is terrible, just for the record, in case you weren't sure of that. But 76ers, who were really good last season, but I think they got bounced in the first or second round. They might have been that 2 seed that lost to the Wizards, but we beat them here by 31. Just another great offensive performance. We're 22-4. Bulls are 9-19. They're not very good, but we beat them quite handily. And we're on to the new year, 2011, which was the year of the Dirk in real life, of course. Again, I think this was a lockout season in real life, but maybe not. I was not a huge NBA fan at the time. I didn't become an NBA fan until about 2012, 2013. I'd start watching more basketball and paying more attention to it, but I do remember there being a lockout. So Timberwolves, again, they're keeping us a tight fight, but we come back to win by 2. Great second half, especially fourth quarter. The Hawks, as Shaq would say. And close game, head to overtime again, and we had to double overtime, and we lose in double overtime to the Hawks at home, which is pretty depressing because they're not very good, but that's fine. Pistons only 5 games above 500. We really need to beat them. Rematch from last year's NBA Finals. Low scoring game, 32-22, but we do take the win at home, which is great. 26-5 now. Cruising along quite nicely. Pacers again are bad, even though they had the #1 overall pick, which is interesting. We lose that one by 9, so can't be that bad. So yeah, we're cruising along again. We may or may not win 70 games. We're probably a little bit shy of that pace right now, 26-6. But if we have a nice 6 or 7 game win streak, we can get back rolling and be okay. And again, we've lost a couple close games that we shouldn't have lost. Lakers above 500 now for a change, so they're actually looking pretty decent 4 years into this now. And again, who knows if they have Kobe still or not? I have not kept track of any of that. Phoenix, who we met the first year in the conference finals, I believe they were the second best team that first year. But we're going to beat them by 8. Pretty high scoring game. So this is that nice little win streak we were talking about. If we can win 3 or 4 more in a row here, we'll be in decent shape, I would think. Not a great quarter there. We really threw it away in the third quarter, so we lose by 7. Everything I just said about a win streak goes out the window. Play Sonics. Again, God, 9-0. We got torched, guys. Come on. And below the fourth quarter. All right, we lose to the Sonics, who are not that good. So yeah, I mean, we're obviously still quite good, but not as overpowering nearly as we were the first year, or even the last 2 years. So another loss. That's 3 losses in a row. That's the first time we've lost 3 in a row this whole playthrough. So now I'm slightly concerned, not overly concerned, but slightly concerned. All right, we really need to beat Houston here, guys. Okay, good. Took us overtime, but we beat Houston to stop our 3-game skid. We play them again now, and we're just thrashing them here in the follow-up game. Another home and home there. 31-9 after this Hornets game. We'll be halfway through the season, and hopefully we'll be 32-9. Not if we play like that in the second quarter or the third quarter. Guys, lose by 11. It wasn't even close. What are we doing? All right, 31-10. So that's a thing. Up by 1 going to the fourth, and we put San Antonio away to avenge our earlier loss, first one of the season that we had earlier. About 8 or 10 more games here to sim until the 3-point contest. Only up by a couple here on Atlanta again. Great fourth quarter to put them away, 18-point victory. So 33-10 again. It's not bad, but it's just when we won 70 games, I think just about all the last 3 years. We might have just won high 60s the second year, but we won like 75 games the first year, 70 games last year. It's a high bar, obviously, but obviously I think we're more than capable of maintaining that, considering our top 6 guys are the same from last year and most of our bench is similar. So it all works out. We have better assistants. We shouldn't need the trainers or anything, so I don't know what's too different, but maybe we're just getting older or having some fatigue or whatever. But makes no difference. We're 36-10. Got about, what, 5 more games here to sim until we head to the 3-point contest. Up by 2 at Phoenix, up by 1 at Phoenix, go to overtime against Phoenix, double overtime against Phoenix, losing double overtime against Phoenix. What a choke. All right. Story of our season right there. Just unable to capitalize and close out games like we had in previous seasons. So something we'll have to pay attention to and keep in mind as we drive towards the playoffs. I mean, we're going to be a playoff team, obviously. 37-11 is no joke, but, you know, we need to win like essentially 30-something straight games to match where we were last year. We had a nice commanding win there, though, like a 20-point win against the Clippers on the second game of our competition against them. Another good blowout here is Sacramento after they punched us in the mouth earlier in the year. So one more game against the Sonics. Hopefully we can get our 40th win and go into the last 31 after the break with some positive momentum. We do beat the Sonics, so pretty good month of February so far. Just the one loss with, what, 8 wins. So could be worse. Let's go check out these standings just while we're sitting here. Assume we're still the 1 seed, obviously. But yeah, we're only 4 games up on Dallas. Dallas is obviously quite good. They've won 9 in a row. Utah also is quite good. They just lost one after they were 36-14. So Lakers are quite good as well. They've only lost 16, so they've been on an absolute tear lately. But again, we're still the best in the league, quite at the head of the heap. But all Western Conference teams at the top. I mean, there are no East teams up there. Golden State 29-20 is 6th best or 7th best, whatever this is. Cleveland leading the East at 30-22. So, you know, whatever. But anyways, we will go on to the All-Star break. We'll head into the 3-point contest, see if we have a player in there. So yeah, Giannis Antetokounmpo's in here, but not Jay Kriz, because of course not. I'm going to try not to embarrass myself in this. Last time was not very good. I don't know what the deal is, what we're supposed to do with this here, but it's fine. 2 rounds, rookie skill level since we got smoked last time. Yeah, I think Kobe won with like 24 or something like that, and we had 16 or 17, so we need a little better performance today. Hopefully we can at least make the second round of this. That would be a sufficient job done, so we'll see how it goes. All right, let's see what we can do here.
It's time for one of my Looks like we're about ready to get underway in tonight's shooting. Each player will have 60 seconds to try and make his way through 5 racks containing 4 regular balls and 1 money ball. That's the red, white, and blue one, and it's worth 2 points, while all the others are worth 1 point.
I don't remember how to pick up the ball.
One of the taller guys in,
right.
kind of long and lanky.
Good start.
Yeah, he is. And you know what? It's an unorthodox shot from the standpoint. He really uses his arms and shoulders much more than his legs. As you see here, he actually shoots the ball on the way down. Not the perfect style.
Now
however,
I'm trying to do.
Again, it can still be effective.
8, 9.
I'm not sure he's going to have enough time to get through these last 2 racks, Greg.
10, 11, 12.
That's 4 in a row. He's warming up.
There we go. Really great rack there.
5 on that rack. Great shooting.
60.
He's at number 7 in a row. And that run of consecutive baskets will
All right, well, 18 we got. That may or may not be enough to advance.
Great
But
start, Greg. He's got
now that I remember what the hell I'm doing, hopefully we can get through.
That score has
14 for our test. I don't know how the hell he's in the 3-point contest. Jay Richards, 25. Look at that. He missed his 2 money balls at the end of his first shot, and that was it.
He's up next.
Gilbert Arenas was never really a shooter. We beat him, which is good. LeBron was never a great shooter, but he hits 25 as well, of course. And Baron Davis hits 13. So we got 3rd. Oh, so we're eliminated. Shit. All right, well, Baron Davis, or sorry, Jason Richardson, LeBron with 25. We weren't going to hit that anyway, so 22 for Bron. Richardson, 22. They have another shoot-off, I guess. 6 for Bron. What do you just get, like 30 seconds or something? Like, that's terrible.
This will be our last shooter of the time.
7, or Jason Richardson, sorry, who at least Jason Richardson was a freaking shooter. Like LeBron was not a shooter. Arenas was not a shooter.
Person can truly call himself.
So at least he was a shooter, Golden State Warriors legend. But we hit 18, which I'm much more happy with than whenever we did last time. So bummed that we didn't make it to the finals and try to win that. I was a little bit rushed, but if I remembered how to play, it would have been all right. But at least we got third, so that's a thing. So we'll move on to beyond the All-Star game. Doesn't really matter who won. Doesn't make a difference. We'll see if we can go try to make some trades. We just want to trade our picks. Does anybody want our picks? Who's a sharpshooter? We need a bench sharpshooter. I don't even know who the best sharpshooters are, to be honest with you. Couldn't tell you. They got Shaq, apparently. Out in Boston, maybe that's accurate. But we need, like, Kyle Korver. Where's Kyle Korver? I mean, or we could get Jason Richardson. But how do I trade info? That's what I want. Someone that has cap room, obviously. Or it's just below. Torian Prince. We don't have that much cap room is the problem, so. Monte Ellis, he's a good shooter, right? 4 million. Oh, this is the Warriors, of course. Let's see. What do we want to do here? Houston has Udonis Haslem. What is this? So yeah, we need a 2 or a 3 off the bench that can spray it, but I don't know where anybody is at this point, which makes it really tough. But like Kyle Korver would be perfect for this. Kwame Brown. Kobe is obviously not going to come. Darko. Michael Redd was a shooter, but he's too expensive. Rudy Gay we can't afford. Dwayne Wade is in Miami with Paul Pierce now. What the hell? We need to, like, can we get free agents or people that are already, like, on the team? Come on, there's got to be someone that we can trade for. That's cheap-ish. I should have gone to the league leaders in three-point percentage first and see who they all play for. Yeah, this is ridiculous. Where is freaking Jamal Crawford was a sharpshooter, but he's too expensive. Where is JJ Redick? Huh. He can spray it. He's too expensive, but could we send some amount of money back? That's the question. Can we send someone back that's worth like 3 million? Or a couple people, I guess, but I don't want it. That's too much money. Like, that's not going to work. Chris Humphreys, there we go. Kyle Korver, he's 5 million though, shit. But he's such a good shooter. Oh man, where'd all my guys end up? Are they free agents now? The guys that I used to have on the team? Like, are they all not playing or what? Damn, this is frustrating. Trevor Ariza was good, but he's too expensive. Oh man, Luke Ridnour could spray it. He's too expensive. Stevie Franchise got signed to play shooting guard for Seattle, and they still have Kevin Durant. So Josh McRoberts is obviously way too expensive. He signed with Toronto, though. Man, this is frustrating. I could do this all day. This sucks. Ray Allen signed with Utah. Okay. Oh man, like there's nobody on here. I think we've gone all the way around now that nobody's jumping out at me as a sharpshooter. But Kirk Heinrich can spray it okay, but he's expensive. Dang, this is crazy. Like LeBron's only making 16 million a year. Come on now, get out of here. Paul Millsap's, is this Paul Millsap coming off the bench? Whatever. Nick Collison was a big, he can shoot, but he's expensive. Devin Harris is expensive. Jason Terry could shoot, he's expensive. You're getting the nay. Chris Bosh is in Denver. Damn. All right. Thabo Cephalosha. He could spray it. I don't know. All right, we'll keep that one in mind. Thabo Cephalosha from Denver. He could spray it. Nazir Muhammad. Aaron Aflalo. He could spray it too, actually. Again, this doesn't really matter because this is all going to be subs, but like more shooting is never a bad thing. Let's try to get Aflalo. Aflalo, right? Yeah. Come off the bench. He's within our cap. All right, let's see what we can do. R2 is our trade here. We can make it work for the cap. All right, let's simulate one day and see if it goes through, and if not, we'll just call it a day. All right, roster. Did it work? No. All right, we still got our picks. Whatever. I don't know why they didn't want that trade. We gave them a first and a second, but whatever. Doesn't matter. So next time out, we will just call it good. We're running with what we got because nobody wants to work with us, obviously. And we'll sim through the end of the year, and we'll head to the playoffs, play a game or two, and then we'll be onto the playoffs trying to get our four-peat. So that's going to be it. Sorry that we didn't really play a game. Just, again, wanted to take out a chunk of the season here so we could get to the good stuff next couple episodes. So 2 more to go. And I hope you're still enjoying it. Hope you're having fun and having as much good laughs and good times looking back at this game as I am. Again, shout out to my brother Ryan for giving me the inspiration for this. And that'll be that. So 40-11, we're going to have to pick it up a little bit. We're only 4 games up in the conference standings, so we're going to have to stay on the loud pedal for the stretch here down the run. So we'll call that a day, and I hope you all have a wonderful day. Make sure you drop that like, sub down below if you're new. Don't want you to miss anything else we got going on from this game, ending up Iverson content, other content, racing stuff, car stuff. So I appreciate you all so much, and that's going to be it. Till next time, as always, bye-bye.